I really love today's conversation with my friend Monk Burin, the executive director of the Middle Way Meditation Institute, a New York-based global nonprofit organization that focuses on promotion of inner peace, education, and a means to attaining world peace. He also travels globally to teach thousands of meditators from 30 countries on 6 continents. He's a teacher at both Columbia and NYU. This is a very special conversation to me as we touch on the importance of bringing wisdom and peace of mind into our lives in an ever-increasingly fast-paced world. Also, we're both trying to figure out how to make meditation a hit. In his words, like a Taylor Swift song. You have any ideas, let us know. Cheers, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, I'm excited to talk to you since we have a shared interest in this. A lot of things I want to talk to you about, your practice, enlightenment, spirituality, how we can use it today, your experience. And I know you're a monk, and I also want to talk about how one practices when they're not a monk, right? In the world, as it were.
Yes.
But what I find so interesting about when we first met, which I didn't know, and then I heard the story of really how you became a monk.
Yes.
And I think that part of your story is so relatable.
Yeah.
So I'd love for you to just start with really the beginning, and then we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It already started or not yet?
Oh yeah, we're going.
Okay.
We flow right into it.
Good. So, the journey of being a monk is not quite traditional in my path, because when I was young, I'm very, focused on how to be successful. Some who become a monks in Thailand, their parent or their family support in that direction. But me come from a Chinese restaurant business,
Right.
so very money making, and my mom liked me to do some offering to the monk, but not expecting me to become a monk like this, right?
But they were not practitioners. It was part of their culture, but they weren't devotees or however you would
not
say.
At all,
okay.
not at all. Mainly business woman, business man. Yeah. So I have a little bit of understanding about Buddhism in Thailand, but not as the way of life. It's like something I see. But when I confront the real suffering, when I was teenage, I think around 14, 15, that I start to have a lot of stress. Because since I was young, I really want to be number one in everything. Since grade 1, grade 2, I'm a bit amazed how young I am, and then I already have thinking about being number one. And I asked my teacher, when I was maybe around grade 2, grade 3, that in the room, 50 students, why I'm number 34, something like that.
Right.
And the teacher said, your score is not too high. And I told my teacher, I want to be number one. I don't want 34 in 50.
But that came from you. That wasn't necessarily your parents.
No,
it was just
not at
something
all.
in you. That was your drive.
My mom, my dad, they never pushed me to be number one. Or it's something like I born with that instinct to be number one. Yeah, to be the best.
Yeah.
So I told the teacher that, okay, I want number one. Then the following semester, I become number one in the room.
Right. Wow.
You let the power of the mind. Oh, okay, number one. And the number one in the whole, it's like a one grade. I have many rooms. So I'm the one in one room first. And then between each room, the percentage of some room is higher. So I become number one in the whole grade in my province, and then I come to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Then I just to be number one in the country.
Wow.
Yeah, in the best school. It's like Eton's in England, that kind of
Sure.
very competitive school. Without knowing too much about Dhamma, I start to develop what we call a perfectionist die young characteristic. I put myself on the edge
Okay.
all the time, and then stress, and then it's quite outside I achieve number one of everything, but inside I suffer. Yeah, it's like a modern day problem, mental health sickness right
Sure,
now. But
yeah.
this is long time ago when I'm teenage.
When did you know that you were suffering? How long did it take you to realize that you were
Oh,
suffering?
I think it's within a few years. I'm perfectionist since I was very young,
Yeah.
but the symptom and the thing that very alarming is about 14, 15. That I start to see that, oh, it's bad. Like what? Like I cannot sleep very well. Every night, not sleep well and wake up, a lot of thinking all the time about, oh, this is what I need to do, what I need to do. And the most alarming thing, my hair turned white.
Oh, really?
Maybe 30% of it. Teenage.
Wow.
But it's like a burning, like the brain is really too much. And I start to have migraine. Yeah, during the teenage time. The suffering thing is I don't want to let everyone know. I want to keep it secret like that.
Right.
Then it is suffering over suffering that you're not open, you're not accepted. Oh, no.
You don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
Right.
it.
So you didn't tell your parents or nobody really knew?
I think only my mom
Okay.
know it, and the rest, even among sibling, brother, sister, I keep quiet. So it really, killing in that way that push myself to that, even want to commit suicide. Because I feel very conflicting that every box is checked. But where is happiness? It's stress, it's worry, and then it migraine. Go to see the doctor in secret, take medication in secret, because when I go to the school, I want to show, oh, I'm number one score. I'm the top scorer in the soccer team. I'm the singer also in my
Right.
university.
No vulnerabilities.
Everything look
Right.
wow,
Yeah.
perfect. But when I'm alone at home, very unhappy, worry and fear. So that is a turning point. That I confront suffering, which I learned later. That Buddha himself, he was locked in the palace, in disguise. His father don't want him to be the Buddha, want him to be the emperor. So don't want him to see suffering, to spark the idea of spirituality. I learned later that it is a similar process. That I suffer, and the night that I have a thought about killing myself because I feel unhappy about everything and very disappointing that I read all the book about to be successful. I don't name any book, but I don't feel happy. So what in those things written in the book that promise me to be happy and success? Then I feel like, maybe I will not find it in this world. Yeah, maybe the next one. And that night when I plan to kill myself in the bathroom, the sound of the chanting is like a Pali blessing, the language in the Buddha time that I received when I was young. Because my mom will wake me up in the morning to put the rice in the bowl of the monk. Like in Thailand, the monk walk with the bowl to receive the food. Still keep
outside your house?
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they walk past
Okay.
the restaurant,
Oh, I
and
see,
then
yeah.
we go put the food. It's quite miraculous because that time I'm still very young, maybe 10, 11, follow my mom. But I received the blessing from the monk, and there about, with my memory, about 30 monks, each time from each temple, maybe 5 monks each, they walk and walk. And that is the last one. We call him Luang Ta Nien. Luang Ta mean like grandfather.
Okay.
Nien. He
He's the
walks
elder.
slow. He the elder. He walks slow. So he come the last.
Right.
Yeah, but his voice is very good. It's like he used to in the like a performing arts business,
Right.
So
And they're chanting while they walk.
yeah,
Okay.
why he gave a chant and I listen. Oh, I love it because I love music and art. So I told my mom that, oh, mom, even I go to bed late, wake me up for this monk. So I get a blessing from grandfather monk, Luang Ta Nien, and I love it. And that's I'm very young. Then I come to Bangkok. I forget about it, and then I don't practice. I don't do offering like when I was young. But that night, when it's critical time, It's very dark and oh, I want to kill myself. The sound of the chanting Pali blessing just come up in my mind. Boop. And then I feel peace. It's like it turned from the dark to the bright side. And then intuitively the answer come, I have everything but no peace of mind. Which I learned later, Buddha said, peace of mind surpasses all kinds of happiness. No matter what you have, but you don't have peace, you lost everything. Yeah, because you cannot connect through true self, true happiness. The next day after that critical night, I walked back to the bookstore and then I stopped by the corner that I never stopped by, the spiritual book. And that's my turning point. That from very dark, and then I start to learn more, and then I start to read Dhamma book. And from that spot, it led me to want to go deeper in the Dhamma, and then I become a monk.
Yeah. And you decided right then you were going to become a monk.
It's not instant like that, because when I go to read Dhamma book, and that time is not about being monastic.
Yeah.
I suffer, I take medication, I cannot sleep, and I just had suicidal moment.
Yeah.
So it's about surviving. So I think that time I'm in a college between third year and fourth year, and that summer, like a summer break, I go to ordain at the temple for 2 months, and that 2 months is a big shift. Yeah, that I
see, right.
meditate day and night. Actually, I have a medicine in that 2 months. Meditate every day, and we learn Dhamma a lot. We might hear something again and again, but it didn't sink into the mind.
Sure.
But day and night, meditate, keep precept. This time I heard it, and it's really landed perfectly in my mind. The teaching monk said, happiness is not about chasing something outside. Yeah, because no matter what you are chasing, it's impermanent. So if we hang our happiness with the outside, it's not stable. So happiness is about looking inside, think good thought, speak good word, do good action. That is happiness. Oh, when I hear that, it's really, wow, all the books I read is not complete. It's not clear, and this is so clear.
And where did you hear that? Who told you that?
During the summer ordination.
During the retreat, right.
Yeah, at the temple.
At the temple, okay.
At the temple. And I listen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's simple. Think good thought, speak good word, do good action. And we create happiness by ourselves. Oh, I like that idea a lot. And it landed. So during that summertime, I think I go above the water. Oh, I survived. And then I look around. Wow, Buddha teaching, very interesting. It explained many things that happened in my life in the world that I didn't hear it in any book. So after 2 months ordination, like a summertime, 800 students who come for ordination, it's like a lot. 200 want to stay longer.
200 from that retreat wanted to stay longer.
Yeah. So the master said, okay, I allow you to stay just 1 year.
Okay.
Everyone, you need to go back to finish your bachelor. If not, all your parents gonna come to the temple. So I stay 1 year in the temple, meditate, learn deeper, and I realized my true missions in life in that 1 year.
Your true what in life?
Mission.
What's
like
mission?
why I born in this world? Because before that, I want to be journalist. Yeah, I want to work for CNN.
Yeah.
I learned mass communication. But after that 1 year, I know, wow, being a monk is much more interesting, much more rewarding for myself and the world.
Yeah.
So I decided that, after I finish my last year, I come back and become a monk.
Do you think because of your nature to want to be number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That becoming a monk and sort of stepping away from that and not having to worry about that was appealing to you, as opposed to, was there a point where you said, well, no, maybe I can go and be a journalist,
Yeah.
but still practice with a different mindset?
Yeah.
Did you ever think about that?
Yeah. Actually, during that 1 year, yeah, I tell you what happened exactly. During 1 year, I didn't have a thought to become like a lifelong monk right away. I have a thought about, oh, wow, meditation is very powerful. I go out now, no medication. Now I'm like a high consciousness journalist.
Right.
Yeah, and then I will become like a rally king, you know, but like a spiritual, like a very, that come first. But I observed during that 1 year that there's a monk who come to ordain at the temple and want to ordain long time. Okay, the young monk who like just graduate and then become a monk for a long time, and then the one who ordain short time, right, and then they go to do business,
Right.
make successful business, and then when they're free they come later, maybe they're 40, they're 50 and ordain as a monk. Interestingly, no matter what age you enter the monkhood, when you ordain, they renew, like they count the spiritual age.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, someone 22 years old ordained Monday, someone 40 years old ordained on Tuesday. The one who are 40 years old is a younger brother
Right.
of the one who ordained, because they didn't count the worldly age.
Right.
They count how close you are in the spiritual path. So in the same year, our spiritual age about 1 year old.
Okay.
But the worldly age, some is 20 something, some is 40 something, some is 50 something. And I observed in that 1 year that I stayed in the temple, oh, there's a pros and cons. The pros and cons mean the one who ordained for life at the early age, they don't have much experience about the world, this and that, but they are very pure. I mean, they're very, they're not contaminated from the outside world, and they're very good in meditation.
Right.
Comparing to the one who come later, they are good in when the senior said, oh, we should do this, do that, but to deal with emotion, to deal with how to be humble is harder. So that, like that, pros and cons. And then I feel like, if I become a monk, purity or kindness is the most important thing. Any experience, anything that I do the work well, I can learn from the senior monk or someone who do this job before me. But to be sincere, to be kind, to be very direct to the Dharma, if it already contaminated in the wider world, I cannot take it back. It is harder, like, oh, well, it's harder. And to be simple, it's so difficult for the one who come later.
Right, because they've had exposure to other things.
Other
their
thing,
mind is
and they
attracted
have like
to
a
other
preconception about
Yeah,
things. It's
yeah.
not very like a like in Zen they said no beginner's mind.
Yes.
So I feel like, oh, okay, I better ordain early.
Right.
Not wait until I become rally king or something.
It's interesting.
Because when I come later, the body, the mind is not fresh. And I feel like that freshness, that purity, that clear exposure to Dhamma is more important.
Right.
Yeah, so I ordained young. I don't wait. After I finish my bachelor, I come right away when I'm 22 years old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very interesting. We spoke about this. So in the philosophy I practice, Vedanta Advaita, which we spoke about. And I wonder if it's the same in Buddhism. There's two paths, right? One is you can take the path of the monk.
Yeah.
Where you renounce everything, just as you're saying. And the other one is you stay in the world, right?
Yes.
And and to be in the world but not of it
Yes.
is the practice.
Yes.
So that's right. I have a family. I have a
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
I
yeah.
you know, and certainly you're up against those pulls.
Yeah.
But I do believe the enlightenment is possible even in that path.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just curious, what do you think? Is it harder, easier? Is it easier to be a monk? I don't know. This is the question, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How do you feel about those two paths? Both possible, enlightenment possible in both?
Yeah, yeah. If we're gonna find a very grounded answer, we look back to the teaching of the original teacher. In my case, Buddha.
Yeah.
In Hindu tradition, in different tradition, they have that original teacher. So look to Buddha time, you know, when the Buddha still alive.
Yeah.
We saw both monastic member and also lay member in the temple in Buddha time enlightened. Yeah, they become, we call like a saint in the Buddhist tradition, like a noble person in the tradition. So no question about monastic life, lay life. Both have access to enlightenment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when talking about easy or difficult, you know, I think it depend like if you born to be eagle, it's easy to fly. It's not easy to crawl.
Right. Okay.
Right? But if you born to be like a cat, it's easy to run.
So you're talking about nature. It all
Yeah,
depends
it's
on the
not easy to
nature of the
fly.
individual. Correct.
So
Correct.
according to the karmic force that we learn, we are not here the first time. So there's some trait or some tendency that you're gonna fit in this eagle role very well. Oh no, you're in the tiger role. Or like for me, it's a bit shocking to me and my family because when I was young, I doesn't look like spiritual at all. Like really, everyone go to the temple, I don't go to the temple.
Yeah.
But like what Steve Jobs said, we cannot connect the dot forward. It's only backward. And I just, wow, my life to the middle path is not quite balanced, it's quite extreme. But how Prince Siddhartha find the middle way, it also extreme.
Yeah.
On the sensual pleasure side, on the self-mortification side, it's not balanced, it's extreme. So at the spot that we experience something that, oh, I'm a tiger or I'm an eagle, maybe you not look like that, but you have the path.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once you in that role, like the eagles start to fly, the lion start to roll, they find their calling. And then you know, okay, this is the one for me. And then someone else, no comparison because maybe it's not your nature, but both can contribute. One teaching of the Buddha that very beautiful, he talked about the four assembly of his teaching, which is monk, and then the nun. In case of some Buddhist tradition, it's like a bhikkhuni. Bhikkhu is the man who becomes monastic, and then bhikkhuni and nun is the woman who become monastic. Yeah, this is two, right? And then the other two, the Buddha said, oh, we have the lay practitioner, layman practitioner, and then lay woman practitioner. Yeah, and he said before he died, these four assembly will make the teaching strong.
Yeah.
He didn't say, oh, male and female monastic, you take lead. He said this four is kind of equal in some way that you are good in different area and then you support each other, that my teaching can help more people in the world. So that is very clear direction from the Buddha that you are in monastic role, you are in the lay condition. It doesn't have any limitation to enlightenment. It doesn't have any limitation to how you can contribute to help make a better world.
Yeah.
Equal access.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And nothing about easy or difficult.
Yeah.
It's about who you are
Yeah,
and choose the right things for your soul, for your heart.
Yeah, and also I relate to what you say about you can't always tell what the path is to get to
Yeah.
where. And anytime there's been a moment here of awakening or brightness or
yeah.
something dawns on me,
Yeah.
I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
And all I say is, well, everything had to happen
Yeah.
for this moment.
Yeah.
How could it be different? I'm just grateful for the knowledge and the wisdom in the moment.
Yeah.
So that's a nice point, right? It's open to anybody
Yes.
if they're pursuing it.
The key thing is keep practicing.
Yeah.
Keep connecting to the light, and then the light will guide you further no matter what experience. But if we don't practice, we open more area for something cloudy or dark to take us away from the true mission.
Yeah.
So you keep practicing, no matter what journey take you, it's all good.
So we use words like enlightenment. You might use words self-realization, self-consciousness, all sorts of words to speak to the idea of, the way I would describe it is self-knowledge, knowing yourself in truth. Not the name, not the occupation, but the essence. And so we speak in those languages. How would you describe enlightenment? Somebody could hear that and think impossible, right? How do you understand that idea of self-realization or enlightenment or discovering your true self? And is that the way you think about it?
Yeah. One thing that quite challenging about defining anything spirituality is enlightenment is English term.
Yes.
Right, and in any language they have the connotation.
Correct.
Even the term enlightenment age, right, in Western philosophy quite different from enlightenment in the spiritual context. So to put this in a good context, maybe I will make it like a two levels of enlightenment. The one is in more like enlightened living, that we're still in this world, but we are more aware of what needs to be done that bring the best energy to ourselves, to people around us. It look through the mind that is wise and compassionate most of the time. So that kind of enlightened living that you practice and you be at your peace at the center, and you have that awareness 24 hours.
Okay.
That's the first level of enlightenment. In this context. That this is the level one. That if we practice and then we meditate, in the word of my master, he said, we should meditate only 2 times a day. The first time when you close your eye, the second time when you open your eye.
Right.
That's how meditation work the best.
Saying,
So that kind of, wow, that's enlightened living. It means when you interact with the work, with the ups and downs, everything, you just see that, okay, nothing to smile too big, nothing to cry too loud. It's just the way it is. And then you just touch and let go. Touch to feel something wonderful and let go before it turns bad. That's a very enlightened living.
Right.
It's like you are a happy person most of the time, which is, wow. That's not easy to do.
Not easy,
right? But that is the level one. Enlightenment or enlightened living in this concept. Another level is what we practice in the temple, and is more into the purification of the consciousness. And this is like a deeper level. We still connect to the world, but in this level, it's more into each day how deep you can see the negativity in your mind, and how you gonna, some use the term, we burn it with some more serious practice, that oh, my anger much less, oh, my temptation to this kind of thing now no more. And you can see, you get closer to what Buddha called luminous mind, papassaracitta, which is when you close your eye, you can feel something super bright inside. And luminous mind is, in the word of my founding teacher, is the gate to nirvana. Yeah, so that is another levels of enlightenment.
Yeah.
That when you get deeper, you still in this world. If you're not arahant yet, you get to more enlightened state of your mind, but you still in the world. But you really feel detached. Like
Yes.
it not interested too much outside. Wow. And you start to see, and from the inside, that consciousness is connect to the whole consciousness in the world. It's super interesting. In the modern language of quantum physics, is a unified quantum field.
Right.
Which it look like inside, but that inside connect to the outside consciousness. That is another level of enlightenment.
Yeah.
Which is, for anyone who love Dharma, wow, this is interesting. We want to go to the retreat. We want to go to deeper silence to understand more about that deep luminous mind that connect to the whole world.
So you said the luminous mind is the gateway to nirvana. So how do you distinguish nirvana from the luminous mind? What would be
Yes.
the nirvana experience? And I know this is, words fall away and it's tough, but just in the sense of, as you said, mapping out in theory what the journey is.
Okay. Our tradition is like the middle way tradition. Yeah, with the founding teacher called หลวงปู่วัดปากน้ำ. He's an old monk, passed away long time ago. His deep meditation in 1917, rediscover the middle way meditation, which trace back to the Buddha time. He talked about this, that in the scripture, Pali scripture, 1,000 years old, Buddha talked about how someone practice from zero to enlightenment, what gonna happen. And then Buddha said, oh, in your meditation, two things will rise up. In Pali called Yana and Tassana. Yana means knowing, Tassana means seeing. Knowing and seeing. หลวงปู่วัดปากน้ำ the founding teacher in this middle way tradition, he said, oh, when you meditate and you go deeper in the silence, and when you and your consciousness become one means you don't feel your body anymore. If anyone get to deeper state, you're not there. It's like a, wow, it's like universe and you become one. Like Einstein used the term cosmic religious experience. That kind of, sometimes in the music, like flow, in the flow state. He said, once you in that flow state, there'll be the drop, boop, into the luminous mind. Okay? And from this luminous mind to nirvana, he said, beyond luminous mind, there will be 18 milestone. Yeah, I use the English term.
18 milestone.
18 milestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meaning what? What does that mean?
18 milestone. It is, we talk kind of deep stuff. But the point is, when we meditate and when we go deeper, it's another world. It's like what? It's like when you sleep and you dream. That's another world. I mean, you see someone, you hear something, but not from this eye, not from this ear. It's another dimension of human. So when we meditate, we get into those zone that is not from these five senses. perception is from something more refined. Yeah, so in that inner perception, luminous mind is one, right? And then after luminous mind, when we are still, poof, is open to the next knowing and seeing.
Yes.
But it's not from this eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And หลวงปู่วัดปากน้ำ he said, oh, there are 18 milestones, which is matched with the scripture, which before his time, no one understand what is Papassara Citta in the real practice, what is that a term called Dhammakaya, mean the body of enlightenment. It's written in the scripture. But what is that? Dhamma, the truth. Kaya mean the body. Buddha talk about the body of enlightenment. This body or which body?
Right.
And he said, everything is a milestone. When you close your eye, when you go deeper from luminous mind to Dhammakaya and to Nirvana, there will be knowing and seeing rise up.
Yeah.
I think that's the most I can tell.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I mean, I relate to that in my own meditation practice where things come up, and again, the practice is really letting go, letting go, letting go.
Like you need to pass that milestone.
Yeah, and you
the
just
next one.
exactly,
Yes.
and then eventually there comes a point where, just as you described, there really is a unity.
Yes.
It's hard to describe at that point.
Yeah.
But it is just the letting go.
Yes. Yes.
Until, again, whether you've gone through the 18 or not, something happens and
Yes.
there's a unity,
Yes. Yes.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
To go through that, all those knowing and seeing until nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we'll talk about suffering a little bit more. Because something has to happen in somebody's life. It might not necessarily be suffering, but a question has to come up.
Yes.
Is this all there is? Or I'm sad or something for the mind to consider another option.
Yes.
And you mentioned things like people not, even yourself, not wanting to talk about it, people being shy to talk about these things, but people are suffering.
Yes.
In the world.
We born already.
Right. It's part of It's part of the makeup of being born, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody turns to a good solution. And so I guess the question is, when you think about what you can offer or what wisdom can offer the general population, how do you think about people handling suffering? Why do some turn to something good and others don't? How do you think about that?
Yeah. The other day, I have a meeting with one businessman at the Harvard Club here in New York, a kind of elite group that go there. And then he asked me that our life is predestined or not.
Right.
Or it's flexible or it's already planned, and said, according to what I learned from the Buddha, is 50%. 50% predestined.
Okay.
Because the karma have the past, the present, and the future. So if you're good in something, or if you were thrown into some situation, is the karma. And Buddha said nothing happened alone. He used the term dependent origination. Something happened is originated from other thing, and that other thing is originated from the other thing. It's like the causal effect. Yeah. So anything happen in our life is because our karma, the attraction, right? But when it happened, whether good or bad, our reaction will be another 50%.
Right.
That we give direction to those experience. Some people realize that success is good. Success is a good, hangout friend, but not a good teacher.
Right.
Failure, right? It's not like not a happy friend for you, but a very good teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometime in life, we succeed, we fail, we need to treat those experience with wisdom, because success can change people, can make people become true failure, right? And failure, yeah, can make people sad, but it can make someone also super successful. The key is, if in the world, the Buddha said, oh, if you want a good life, two factors. Number one, wise attention. Anything happen, you need to have a wise attention to it. And then you're going to learn something from that.
And how do you, so that's a beautiful point.
Yeah.
Just to stop there, how do you describe wise attention?
Wise attention.
How would you teach wise attention?
Okay. I'll go back to the second factor, if I not forget. Because there are wise attention, and then the Buddha used the voice of another. Yeah, it kind of balance. Okay, wise attention first. Wise attention means when anything happen, you feel good or not good about it, you watch it from the realistic point of view, not too optimistic or pessimistic. So when anything happen, it's like you have calm mind. And in Thai family, and our ancestor will say, when something good happen, you can smile, but not too big.
Right.
Because if it turns sad, you're gonna cry too loud.
Right.
So that kind of middle way.
You
And
hear
I
those
think-
descriptions a lot with
Yeah.
the wise. Not too high, not too
Yeah,
low.
yeah. It's like our ancestor maybe took it from Buddha or experience that they know that things ups and down. So when anything happen, we can enjoy it, but not too much. The best thing is in the middle way, right? So wise attention mean when things sum up, good factor, it look like a positive factor to you or negative factor to you, but it could be the helpful learning experience. Without wise attention, we didn't learn. We just passed through it, and even sometimes we were misguided by it. But with wise attention, when you are still realistic, oh, okay, this success, it doesn't come from me alone. It's from other people. This person, that person. So, okay, I should be grateful about it. Or something not happy to your mind happen. And then you learn that, oh, this unhappy moment happened because of this. Then, oh, I can turn this to be happy moment next time. So you not actually fail in the true sense of failure. You fail forward.
Right.
And many times we need to fail forward also, because without stumble sometimes we don't learn. Yeah, the real lesson doesn't come by just listen. You need to have some experience. It touched you emotionally, it touched you spiritually, and then you kind of reborn in that aspect of life, and it never go back again. Yeah, so wise attention come when we practice to be still and then to watch it from a very realistic point of view. Not pro, not con, just, okay, you see pros and cons, but you see from the middle spot, and then you have the best reaction that it become wholesome always, even succeed, fail, respond in a wholesome way. Yeah.
But the mind has to be still.
Yeah, that's the key.
And that's often the first problem, right? Is that the mind isn't still enough to even do that. So I guess that's where meditation comes in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To begin to still the mind. So when those moments come up.
Stillness, I think, is not only in Buddhist or Eastern tradition, in also Western tradition.
Sure.
Stillness is very important. Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam, the founding teacher, he has his kind of, it's like a E equal MC square of Einstein. This is for him. He said, stillness of the mind is the key to success. No matter what you want to do, with stillness, family, business, the stillness will guide you. But without stillness, everything become blur
Right.
and then trouble. So wise attention and stillness is very key, and that stillness can be cultivated to mindfulness, meditation practice, wisdom learning, and then we collect those sense of stillness more and more. The challenge is our world is super not still,
Correct.
moving all the time, our phone. So we need to learn how we touch, how we let go, and back to stillness from time to time. So we can feed ourselves with that stillness energy to handle whatever comes
Yeah.
in the wise way, that wise attention.
Right.
Yeah, and then the second factor, Buddha said, you want a good life because life is sometimes suffering. He said two factor, wise attention and then the voice of another. Yeah, this is like old language. The voice of another mean you not just rely on your own thinking always, because sometimes we have blind spot
Yeah.
and we need to hear. Even we try the best, but we always fail or we always not good in some area because we born in that direction, right? We talk about ego, tiger. The tiger cannot fly. So if the tiger go to the cliff and I'm gonna try to, no, you're gonna fail, right? And the eagle also, they cannot run like tiger.
Right.
So we're gonna have blind spot. So we need the voice of another, which in a simple term, we need good friend. Yeah, in Pali, we use the term kalanamitta, good friend. To have a good life, not just alone by yourself. Yeah, reach out to someone. Yeah, if we reach out, I'm sure that will be the one who are ready. Yeah, it said when the student is ready, the master gonna show up. Yeah, so we need to have our mind open that I don't know everything, and sometimes I'm weak, I'm vulnerable. So I need someone who care for me, and then we reach out to that good friend. These two factors, wise attention and the wise of another, combined, will really make us strong, clear, and very productive in everything we do.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, wise and what I would call good company.
Yeah,
right? Which is the
it's
company
like
that supports you on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
And also the idea of even having a teacher.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the things we say early on in the philosophy school I go to, neither accept nor reject anything we say. You know, it's for you to put into practice, but be willing enough to put it into practice to learn for yourself. So there's that sense of humility, that sense of openness to a teacher, and then eventually, you know, as you get farther along, you honor your teacher, you know, as you do it, as I do, and that's another level of development to really come under their guidance in a way. And then, as you say, just the good friends who are hopefully supporting you in this endeavor.
Yes.
But I tell my kids all the time, good company is 99% of the life. Absolutely. So many questions I want to ask. So I apologize if I'm jumping around a bit.
Okay, take time. Can I drink?
Oh, please. Well, I'll start with this. When you think about unity, what does that mean to you, unity? Why is there unity? And what is the benefit of a unitive outlook to see unity? You know, when you look out, to realize that you and I are not really different. What do you think about that?
Wow, that's very important question. We need a lot of unity right now in the world, in America, in New York, and anywhere. I think one experience that I learned, and I think it's out there in the social media also, that when the astronaut out from the world and look from the space, they have a different feeling, because we in the world, we are divided by the border. This is a country, this is the state, this is many things divided, and different culture, different rules. But when you out there in the space and you look, it's just one world, and the land, the ocean, It's just a combination of one planet, right? Without daily practice of stillness and inner peace and calmness, we cannot feel that connectedness very well. Yeah, because by the system we learn, by the system we live in the world, it like put things in the box. Sometimes things when it's separate is helpful, and sometimes it's not helpful, right? In the room, okay, this is kitchen area, this is sleeping. To make it separate is good, right? But sometimes when you separate, like the way like in the company, there start to be, oh, this is my team, this is your team, in the same company,
Right.
and then not work as one. So everything has two sides, too much, too less, not good, right? I think we benefit from putting in the box a lot, but now we lack how to connect those boxes to be more collective.
And what would be the benefit by
Yeah.
making that connection? What
Oh,
comes from
we need that a lot. I think the environmental issue is very clear that we cannot be divided by borders and also the pride in any one ethnics or countries, because environmental problem it cannot be solved by one country. I remember it happened a few years back that there's a fire, the smoke come from Canada, and the whole area. And you can, oh, New York, we ban this fog, this cannot. It's something connected. And the fire that sparked more, not only here in Canada, in California, anywhere, is from the collective pollution, right? So if we think just one country, one group, it's not strong, it's not collective enough to fix the bigger problem. And when the problem come knock on your door, like here in Manhattan, we cannot come out because it's sure that hazardous if you breathe in, and it disrupt business, disrupt everything. So that is one clear example that without unity, we cannot really live well, right? And it seems like that if we don't put that collective agenda as the future, we're gonna have trouble. There's one movie, I don't mention the name. I try not to blame anything, but there's a movie that talk about in the future, there will be like a space station something, and they have like the most advanced technology. Like you get into some machine and all the cancer just woof, gone. And then the rich people get into the spaceship and go to that star and live overpopulation.
To deal with them.
Yeah. And then if we're not together, that's already in the movie. That rich people will buy the ticket to the better in another planet. And I'm here not to criticize any particular person or any project. It's just realistic to take a look that we need to be together. And that negative trait to be angry at other person, to have hate other person, even we move to another star. But if we don't fix the human mind, we're gonna have another conflict on Mars or anywhere. So unity is so vital. It's not a good option, it's the must. If we don't have it, we're in trouble. And any victory without unity is not sustainable. It's just someone who lost will come back with something stronger, and then it's never end. So to fight through happiness and through peace for all, we need to look to the lens of unity. And then we find we say like the middle way. How we can deal with this together, and it's so important for that collective agreement that we can do something together and then it's sustainable.
How do you tackle, or what advice would you give for hate or negativity towards somebody else, or judgment towards somebody else? How do you address that? How does your practice address that?
I think the most powerful lesson I have is we need to lead by example. Like we need to show
Right.
a good example of this is how we disagree, but this is how we're gonna do it.
Right.
And my teacher, he always guide me that when I go anywhere to talk about Buddha teaching, to talk about oneness or anything, he said there will be 3 group of people show up always.
Right.
Yeah. The first one, they will say, wow, this is wonderful. Wow, I wish, like the day that I met you in the, wow, you do this
Right.
also. And we both delighted to connect. He said, oh, this is the first group. And then there will be the second group. Oh, that's good idea. But I'm busy. Like doing this
I
and
like
that.
it,
Yeah,
but
I
I
like
have a-
it.
yeah.
But they have good but.
Yes.
And he said the third group is, oh, that's the bad idea.
Right.
You are stupid, this and that.
Right.
He said, anywhere I go, I gonna meet with this 3 group of people always. And when I met them, he said, be compassionate to all.
Mm.
Yeah, we are not enemy of each other. The ultimate enemy is ignorance in our own mind, in someone else's mind also. Ignorance that make us not united, right? But he said, wisely, interaction, spend more time with group number 1. Because both will have
Yeah.
stronger energy.
Yeah.
And then when you still have time, move to group number 2. Then you
you have
become
a
stronger.
chance there,
Yeah,
right,
you
yeah.
have stronger.
Yeah.
And then you go to group number 3
Right.
that disagree with you. But sometimes with sometimes ego, no, I gonna tackle number 3.
Right.
I gonna find the one that hate me the most, and many times it end up in more conflict,
Right. Right.
right? So the best way to deal with conflict or disagreement is we need to be good example. And then we find the right person to start with, right? That, oh, okay, I will continue doing good, and then I'm gonna work with group number 1 first. And then collectively, we can expand to group number 2. And number 3, the hardest one. By that time, number 1, number 2, good, maybe 70% already have that compromise, collective energy. Now you are minority.
Right. Right.
And we don't here to force you. We love you. We want you to receive this happiness like what we do. Then it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So leading by example and wisely start with something that have more possibility and move up.
Yeah.
Move up to the more challenging one. If you start with the more challenging one, it's gonna be high chance of losing power. Yeah, because you're not strong enough.
Well, it's a good segue into, when we first met,
Yeah.
you had said, and I think we shared this, we want to make wisdom a hit. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you said you want to make wisdom a hit like a Taylor Swift song, right? You want it to
Yeah.
be as attractive and as interesting and as popular, which is
Yeah.
beautiful. I feel the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 questions. One is, how are we going to do that?
yeah. Yeah.
And then the second is, what is the main message? I know there's tons, so maybe it's an unfair question, but people can only hear one thing at a time. What is the main message that people need to at least consider? What's the one thing whether or not they accept it or believe it or not, but if they had to keep hearing one thing again and again until they got it, what would that be?
Okay. That's
Is that fair? Is that a
interesting.
fair question?
Okay. Two questions.
2 questions.
Yeah. Number 1, like
Yeah.
how to make
How are we gonna do
wisdom
it?
a hit,
Exactly.
right? And the second one, what will be the kind of hit message
Yes.
that we should spread out? I've been living here in New York since 2018, and I observed that if anything become widely accepted, it comes from two sides of the brain. Yeah, I would call it HS, so it's easy to remember. One is Harvard brain, the Harvard University brain.
Okay.
Because of number, graph, statistics, neuroscience, those are some people resonate with Harvard brain.
Mm-hmm.
Some people resonate with Hollywood brain.
Okay.
Oh, the graph, the numbers, kind of boring. But when the song come up, Taylor Swift talk about, sing about karma, sing about New York, it resonates right away, right? And they take in. So I see that, okay, when anything become widely accepted, is either Harvard brain or Hollywood brain. If we're gonna make wisdom a hit, we need to learn from that. That how Harvard University popularized many ideas. Yeah, and then how Hollywood make things connect. And many times it look to the lens of science and art, right? So I think wisdom, we need to go through that lens of scientific explanation, which I saw many great leaders in the field use science, use explanation about even the quantum level of how it affects our body. And then the artists, right, who meditate, who start to talk about it.
Right. Make it cool.
Make it interesting. Right. And I think we need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more of that. And collectively, when we have, let's say if we have like imagine, like of John Lennon, but for meditation.
Right.
Yeah, like some
anthem,
behind, and then it's everywhere, and then meditate, and we talk about it one day. If we can fill up Central Park, right, quiet, meditate in the great lawn, and have a peace song, and everyone walk out from the great lawn to be a better person for their family member. Oh, that will be wonderful, right? So that's my answer to the first question. Yeah. We need both scientific, like a Harvard style, Harvard University style, and then Hollywood style. And wisdom through that lens will make a hit.
Interesting.
But we need to see, especially if we have someone actually from Harvard and Hollywood, do this,
talking about it, right?
Talk about it, do something about it. This gonna make it even easier. And in 2020, I have a great opportunity to give a talk at Harvard Business School, and then I knew that, wow, these people really smart, and in the name of Harvard Business School, there's both bright side and dark side, right? But if they will take wisdom and then do something about it, I think we can connect to the world much faster. So both sides. The second question about what would be the message. I would say what I say at Harvard Business School: shower your body, shower your mind, and live a wonderful life. Shower your body, shower your mind, and live a wonderful life. Why not? You shower your body every day and you feel good. Bad day, not so good, or wonderful day, we take shower anyway. Right? A lot of meeting, no meeting, we shower anyway, because we know at least we feel a bit better from shower, and it's free. Free mean like it doesn't cost too much. Meditation, my friend, is the cheapest thing.
Portable, doesn't break.
Anywhere
you go.
Anywhere you go. Why not do this healthy thing for your body and your mind every day? And let's see how the clean mind, can make such a big difference to your life and your family. Yeah. So shower your body, shower your mind.
Simple. I like it. It. When this is interesting. You talk about Central Park.
Yeah.
10,000 people meditate for a day in Central Park. I guess my question is, what kind of impact do you think that has? I mean, given your experience, how long you've been at it, how long I've been at it, we know there's a path, right? There's a disciplined path. One stays with it. There's refinement.
Yeah.
There's a lot of apps. There's festivals. People will do this. They'll go to a place and meditate for a day or a weekend. Certainly beneficial.
Yeah.
When you think about, and what's also interesting is, you do a lot of work with Columbia,
Yeah.
NYU. You're in the world in a way,
Yeah.
bringing this message. So it's an interesting combination. And
Yes.
clearly there's, for lack of a better word, a mission to get this wisdom out there and have
Yeah.
people try it.
Yeah.
When you think about being successful in that way, and that's not the right word, but you understand what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
When you
understand.
think about getting people interested in this wisdom and then bringing it into their life,
Yeah.
are you satisfied with one meditation? is that enough? Are you hoping, well, if they do that, then maybe they get interested further? How do you think about what it really means to bring somebody into the path of Buddhism, let's say, where it can really have an impact on their life? Because it does require some sustained
Yeah.
discipline. So I just wonder how you think about that and your outreach and you understand the question I'm going for? Yeah.
Yeah. I think to make the audience really see this, I would share my experience in the Philippines, the Catholic countries, which I have a very good time working with the Archbishop there. Catholic Archbishop,
Right.
Buddhist monk.
Right.
We're from different religion, but we connect through the stillness and the silence. So have a chance to guide meditation to 13,000 people. It can fill up Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can feel that, wow, this is very inspiring, and then it's on TV and it shows to the people there. And interestingly, from that event, it's in the central Philippines, and then I come to Manila, like to take the flight back to Thailand. It become national news
Right.
in the Philippines. So the people kind of recognize that you are the Buddhist monk who do this in the Philippines, right? In the central Philippines. He said, yes. Oh, very interesting. People look very peaceful. What is that? I want to do it. So it's from one spot. But if you do 10 people, 100 people, it not become news. But once you do so long, and then not only that, now it's not only that 10,000 people, millions of people will be inspired, right? So randomly, that's a person that I met that inspired from that event and want to practice.
Right.
And then they asked me right away, where is the website, anywhere I can go? Oh, recently I'm very stressed in my business and I want to do this for myself, for my family. But that would be the people who I don't meet them.
Yeah, I see. Exactly. Right.
We don't know how far the ripple go, right? So this is my real experience that we cannot just do happy, quiet in the small room in the temple alone. I got a very kind of a very direct advice from professor at Columbia University, and he said, the people who go to your temple, they are fine.
Right.
They will not trouble other people. But the one that need your wisdom more is the one who don't go.
Right.
And then he asked me, can you tailor your wisdom, Dhamma, for the one who will not go? Very,
Yes.
very direct.
Yeah.
And that make an impact on me that, wow, I need to think about it. Because everyone want a good life, right? They want a good life. But sometimes they just confused. They don't know how. So if we can create a condition that more people can benefit from this, it will be wonderful. And when you ask me about one meditation, the mass meditation is enough? No. If meditation or wisdom is not the way of life, it cannot transform life in a good direction. And when we talk about life, it's not just this life, it's to be continued. So when we come to Buddha teaching, is eternal.
Yeah.
So we don't think about just one session for sure, but that one session will spark the ripple effect
Right.
and continue. And in the modern day, we need apps. We need, sometimes I see things in article like, oh, now people meditate, but I could feel that collectively, the one who meditate and really do no harm to anyone still smaller than the one who not do it every day.
Right.
And still, so there's still so much work
Yeah.
for kindness, for compassion. If it's powerful enough, this new trend of people who meditate, who do wisdom, no harm, should affect who be the leaders in the city, in the country, in the world, that they took this meditation wisdom to affect their policy.
Sure.
That there should be more kindness, there should be more equality or helping people. If it doesn't ripple to the public level, I mean public policy, it means we still have a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm not sure I
No, I think
directly answer your
it's
question,
great.
but we need collective things and like the water that keep flowing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about my generation, next generation. It's not a shot of one person, one organization, but how we create the flow of wisdom, of Dhamma. I'm not sure I mentioned this to you, but I read a book from Dr. Stephen R. Covey, who wrote 7 Habits
Yeah.
of Highly Effective People. Before he passed, he wrote another book called The 8th Habit.
The eighth habit.
The 8th Habit
Okay, I didn't know that.
is less popular than the 7th Habit, but you know about 7 Habits?
I do know the book.
Yeah, it's less popular in those years because he's very visionary. He talked about spiritual intelligence. That in the future, spiritual intelligence is the key. And that time, mindfulness meditation is not a hit yet, right? He talked about the 5 edges of civilization, which is very interesting. And I observe right now that, wow, it really go to that direction. He said, human, we have civilization. The first one, hunting, gathering.
Right.
We hungry, we go, we hunt. And then it moved to agriculture. We hungry, we not go hunting, it's too risky. We grow crop, we raise animal, anything. And then it moved to industrial. Hunting, gathering, agriculture, and then industrial. That, if we hungry, we don't need to grow by ourselves. We do what we do and we go buy. It's like what you good, you do it, and then we
Right.
share.
So
right?
specialization.
Yeah. Hunting, gathering, agriculture, industry. And then he said, the fourth one is IT. Now we hungry, we don't need to go anywhere. We just click on our phone and the food come to us.
Right.
You see,
Yeah.
I just give one example about eating.
Yeah.
It developed.
Interesting.
Interestingly, he said after IT age, it wisdom. Wisdom age will follow the IT age. And
Do you agree with that?
Oh, totally. One author,
Yeah.
if I remember, Federico Fucking. Yeah, he's the one who invented semiconductor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a kind of physicist.
Yeah.
He said AI is the end of IT. It means it's super advanced
Right.
that it eclipses the human. Like in the term of intelligence, like
That's where they're going. Right. Right.
we cannot faster than AI. We cannot get all information.
Right.
It's like AI is like 100 PhD. Like
Right. But that's not the wisdom age.
not a
Right,
wisdom
okay,
age. No,
okay.
no. He said this is kind of showing that without wisdom, we don't know what AI gonna do. And one thing we really see, and I'm not as a Buddhist monk, I cannot join any political movement. I need to be neutral, but I just analyze from the fact.
Yeah.
But we already see that it seems like we don't have a good plan for the transition when AI come in and we lost thousand or not 100,000 of job, and it already announced and it's fear.
Right.
What is the plan, right? And if not just I need to do this, if not then another company will more successful than me. But how about a lot of people who lost their job? What is the plan? If they're strong enough, they find a new job is good. But if not strong enough and it affect their family, it affect their community, what would be humanity in that? So without wisdom, we're in trouble.
I agree. At any of those stages without wisdom, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And now maybe more so than ever. But
So that what he emphasized, that AI is the show that IT technology alone, we will not survive that humanity.
But is he saying the wisdom phase will naturally follow, or he's saying it's essential that we bring it about? I don't see it naturally following. There's no
No.
indication we'd suddenly be wise.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he's saying we need wisdom now more than ever,
yeah,
because
yeah,
humanity itself in a way is being
yeah,
challenged.
yeah. I think one analogy that will make this very interesting is about the butterfly. I'm not a biologist, so bear with me if I don't put the right term for that.
Right.
But it's like the butterfly's cycle.
Yeah.
It's like in the cocoon.
Right.
I'm not sure how to call that small animal in the cocoon.
The caterpillar?
Yeah. And it's in the scientific experiment that some scientists saw that in the caterpillar and see that when it's gonna come out, the hole is small, so they need to try to push themselves out from the cocoon, right? So some scientists were have some scissors to cut it open more so it can come out easier. It's dead.
Right.
Because in the natural system, they need to push themselves, so there's a pressure on part of their body, it become the wing. So it need a little pressure,
Yes.
poof, and then it gonna come and fly.
Right.
Okay, so what is this? I see this moment of the world is like that moment that the small animal inside the cocoon, we need to push ourselves out and then fly. Like what is the worst thing the human can do to each other? We not expect to see. Now we see with the war, with the conflict, with confrontation, everything. But as you mentioned, wisdom doesn't come by default.
Right.
The other day at my temple, I talked about this analogy, and then one student said, we might die in the cocoon if we not push ourselves.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come by. But sometimes the civilization need some condition to remind us that as a humanity, this is not enough. AI is not enough. Highest GDP is not enough.
Yeah.
Right? And that is a pressure. But now is the choice of us. When I say us, it means anyone who think that IT is not the ultimate. Wisdom can do more. Yeah, like a wisdom has been here, since Buddha time or some teachers been around, but it seems like this is something that can save humanity.
Yeah.
So wisdom age, it not come by default. It come faster or we suffer longer. It depends on how many we can call like a wisdom seeker will rise up in the world. The more maybe we can come up from the cocoon faster. If not, we're gonna lose people, with environmental crisis, with economic crisis, and that's not good.
Yeah.
We should push ourselves up, come together, and out and fly. That this is the new world. This is the new policy that will benefit a lot of people. For this wider vision, we cannot do alone. Yeah, but we need to create a condition so more people will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing
Yes.
about this that I would like to add. The other day, I don't mention the name. Also, I watched something on podcast, and the guy said, the world right now, do not reward the one who is right. It reward the one who is sin.
It was seen.
Who is
Interesting.
sin.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
interesting.
even you have the right answer,
Yeah.
but you don't see, you cannot create the impact.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your work, this podcast, everything. It need to be seen.
Yes.
If it's not seen and people not inspired, so we need to make wisdom a hit.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess the takeaway: wisdom first, and the rest will follow.
Yes.
I agree.
IT industrial, it will
Yeah.
be it like a wisdom is a north star
Yeah.
of humanity. It cannot be on a sideline. I already saw and observed with my interaction with Columbia University, with Harvard Business School. They're getting there now. Because some wise people, they already saw that now IT not complete. And without wisdom, we have more stress and we have a bad quality of life. Yeah. So let's do it.
Let's do it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time, Uncle. It's been amazing. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your wonderful question.
It's good. We'll do it again.
It's fun.
Yes.
It's fun.
It's my favorite thing to talk about. I think it's the most useful thing to talk about.
Yeah,
right? To
yeah,
discuss,
yeah.
like you said, to get these ideas out there. And there's something uplifting about just the discussion itself,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
consider
yeah, yeah.
these things. I mean, again, not to belabor, we spend so much time in a way in the mundane, all the conversation on AI, all the obsession, but then you talk about some of these things and just suddenly you rise above it a little bit, like you said. You give it enough attention, but then you rise above it, and there's nothing, I think what you said, there's nothing more valuable than the stillness of mind and the peace of mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think with the meditation and those exercises, the more people can just appreciate the amount of quiet that is available and the amount of healthiness and goodness that's in that quiet, I think people will be attracted to that.
I think one very key point about this wisdom movement is that we in a system that focus too much on the speed, not the direction.
Correct. Yeah.
Even in Ivy League school or in business, who gonna win? But win for what?
Right.
Now we are speedy toward the cliff.
Yeah.
As a humanity, no. Now, okay, sit down, have a cup of tea. Let's talk about direction of humanity. And then, like when we drive the car and then we get lost, redirect.
Right.
Let's have a redirecting moment that, boop, and then we can adjust the speed. When we already see it clear, oh, that is the destination we all want to go. Because right now, with what we see, it seems like that's not the world we wish to see.
No.
Right? That, a lot of people, or maybe they have just a bad news, I don't know. But it seems like direction need to be emphasized more, not the speed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you. What a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Sadhu,
Good to
sadhu.
see you.